All right, we got the elections over with. 4 more years of Barack Obama. There we go. I know some people are pissed off. There's a plethora of videos out talking about how this nation is getting ready to crash, and you got these folks signing these dumbass petitions talking about these states that want to become sovereign, become their own nations. But this one dude put up a video that made a whole lot of sense. He talked about Colorado, and he said, look, really? Colorado? Come on, think about it. Who runs who runs all of the key elements of things that you would need to survive? Like, who's gonna bringing the coal into the state? Well, who has those lines? The federal government's dealing with that. Cell phone towers, actually even beyond that, airwaves, dealing with cell phones and all that stuff. Federal government. What you got in your pocket? A Federal Reserve note. So, what happens if all of a sudden the rest of, say if the United States decides they want to go to war with Colorado? What in the hell would Colorado do? Exactly. Be right back into the Union. So you got these folks doing this stuff. They doing it right now, but you didn't hear them trying to do that stuff when they was getting their draws snatched off of them during 8 years of Bush. They wasn't saying nothing then. They was bending over, taking it then. No, actually they wasn't saying anything because that was their crony. That was their homie. That was their political party. You know, it was all good when he was doing it. But now you got a situation in which there's a black man in office. Let's just say it like it is. And now you got a problem with it. Because I'm going to tell you something. I speak from observation and experience on this. A lot of white men don't like black men telling them what to do. They don't like black men in charge. And that's just the way that is. And I'm going to tell you something. In your jobs, you better be careful. Because some of these dumbasses, they're going around, they equate every black person with Barack Hussein Obama. They say, oh yeah, well you're the equivalent to him. You'll do. They're pissed off at all black folks, and they're too stupid to realize that there's a lot of Hispanics, a lot of white folks voted for Barack Hussein Obama as well. But they'll think that only black folks voted for, and there's some black folks that are dumb enough to believe that only black folks voted for Barack Obama. Let me tell you something. He would not have gotten into office without the support of a lot of powerful white folks. You best believe that, partner. That's for real. But a whole lot of stupidity is on the rise because this man got reelected. And if you don't believe in election, well, he got reselected. Now you got people pissed off, ready to leave, want to pull Texas out, want to pull Colorado out, and I don't know, man, that list was so long. It was a list of ignorance. And dude brought up a very good point as well and said, you know what? First of all, you're going to have to go sign in to this, whatever site it was. You're going to have to go in and sign into that site. So they're going to have your IP address and they're going to track it right back to you. And if the government decides to say, you know what? If they want to retaliate and say that you're a traitor, they got your ass. Documented. Dummy. You already know it ain't gonna happen, so you sitting around pissed off, and that's your pissed off gesture? Now, why don't you just gear up and get ready for 2016? Why don't you make sure that you hit stuff at the local level? Vote these judges in and out. City council, mayors, senators, congressmen and women, and so on and so forth. Sitting there tripping off of this man getting back into office. Honestly, I said, man, we got 4 more years to prep. Straight up.